that, we are going to be going into trending. But before we go into trending, I have a little quick game that I wanted to play with you guys. Little blind resume test. So, center fielder from Oklahoma finished second in MVP voting in 2011. And from 2008 to 2012, he batted .292, 27 home runs, and 92 RBIs. Do you guys have any guesses off the top of your head? I'll give you more guesses if you need one.
In 2011,
Buster Posey.
Center field. Played center
No.
field.
He played center field.
Oh, yeah.
You were way off.
Would you like a second guess or a second hint? West Coast guy. He's known for playing for a West Coast team. He did play on a few teams, but known for West Coast.
Yo, DePaul, who was the center fielder for the Dodgers? Andre Ethier?
Oh,
He played first.
wrong guy, right
He was
team.
corner. He was corner.
Right team. No, center field.
No. Ethier was a corner outfielder.
Was the guy for so many years and then just fell off the face of the planet.
Do you have
Was
one
a
more hint?
Padre too. He also was a Brave. He got traded. It was a big deal. The answer is Matt Kemp.
Damn.
Wow.
Matt Kemp was good.
He
Yeah.
was good.
He was the guy for a few years and then just, like I said, fell off the
right.
face of the planet. Also, too, little sports fact of the day. This one's on Shohei Ohtani. We were talking about him in Trout vs. Ohtani. After coming to America, Shohei was unsure how to spell his name correctly in English, so when filling out paperwork, he decided to put the letter H in his name, in his last name. The more you know.
Interesting.
Moving on into trending, though. This was an absolute awesome week in baseball. Boys, Tim Anderson got popped, clicked, cooked by JRam, whatever you want to call it, with the right hook. It was absolutely awesome to watch. What was your guys' reaction?
So I loved it. I absolutely loved it.
I was a huge fan of it.
But I just want to be very clear here, right? Like, that is your typical street fight right there. Like, the glove came down, and Tim Anderson looks like he's done this a couple times.
And let me clarify. Tim Anderson did not trip on anything. I saw him tweeting, "No, buddy,
No,
you
no,
didn't.
no.
You didn't trip, buddy. You got clipped.
No.
Bad."
No, you got stone cold. But look, it's a blind haymaker that happens to connect. You know, like,
And in a baseball fight, like, it's not like a hockey fight. Like, you're lucky if you get a shot in, and he got a shot in. And I think, the funny part about it too was the ump getting out of the way, and like Kopech was in there too. Was just like, whoa, all right, I'm done. Nope, I'm good.
Like, I know a lot of people right now are probably talking about the fight. I think it's more interesting that none of his teammates helped him. I think that's a very interesting point. It seems like everybody was trying to break it up rather than actually help him fight JRam.
Well, did you hear the report then that came out, I don't know, the next day about him and Yasmani Grandal before the All-Star break?
Yup, Yasmani Grandal wanted to leave before the All-Star break because he wasn't in the lineup, and Tim Anderson said, F him, if he doesn't want to be here, I'll pay for his flight out. And Grandal walked over and slapped him in the face. So it tells you a lot about what the White Sox are thinking of this dude.
Slapped him.
Definitely not a team guy, but also wanted to let both of you know and everybody listening that Tim Anderson had to go through a concussion protocol, and he did pass the concussion protocol via the White Sox beat reporter. But
Got knocked out.
Tim Anderson, congrats on your bobblehead night. It was awesome to watch. NHL, Deepaw, Dino, you're going to appreciate this. Penguins acquire Erik Karlsson from the Sharks in a three-team trade with the Canadiens. A lot of moving pieces. Karlsson's obviously the star of this trade, the big piece moving. Penguins are obviously getting better. Deepaw, I see you already excited. Deepaw's a Penguins fan. I don't want to talk about the trade itself because we know the type of talent that Karlsson is. I want to try to grade this trade. Do you think out of the three teams, was this a fair trade all the way around? Was it a steal on one side, or did someone really overpay?
So, from the Penguins' perspective, I think it's an A+. No doubt about it. They get the reigning Norris Trophy, the best offensive defenseman in the game right now, and the power play quarterback that they desperately needed, too. Because the power play, for as much talent as it has been dysfunctional. So, love it. The crazy part about this trade, too, is the Penguins give up Michael Granlund, Jan Ruda, Jeff Petrie, and their backup goalie Casey D. Smith flip their first rounder next year and their second rounder the year after that. Okay, you might think that's giving up a lot, but you're getting a stud back, and with all of that shedding they did, they actually saved $3 million in cap space, bringing in the best defenseman in the game right now. So I absolutely love it. You know, I could care less about who they got rid of. Granlund, Ruda, Petrie. Petrie was decent, but like nothing great. I love the deal from the Penguins. And on the other side of it, I don't know. I know Karlsson was very angry in San Jose and wanted out. So you got to look at it from that side. Like he wasn't going to be re-signing with them. So, you know, all in all, I think it's a great trade all around, but I'm biased from being a Penguins fan.
Penguins get an A+. You nailed everything on the head. They get an offensive defenseman.
Yep.
He had 101 points last year. Like he was a -26, but when you look at the -26 playing for San Jose, it doesn't
playing
really
on a
matter,
bad
right?
team.
Yeah, like that doesn't translate at all. You know, so when you look at special teams, 5-on-5, he's exactly what you want in a defenseman. I do think when you look at it, if you're like an outsider looking at a hockey deal, it's easy to jump to conclusions, and you said it, like you can look at it and be like, wow, they gave up a lot. But even like the first and second round picks, like
right.
let's be
it's
realistic
hockey.
here. Yeah, like those first and second round picks, unless they're the 1 or the 2, you're not seeing for 3 or 4 years.
Right.
So this was a trade that the Penguins needed now, and they needed it for a couple reasons. One, to stay relevant. Two, sorry. Two, like, let's not pretend like the Metropolitan's not the best division in hockey.
100% is, yeah.
You know, so last year, you're sitting there looking at who came out of the Metro, the Devils, Hurricanes, and Rangers, and, you know, like the Islanders.
I mean, right, Pens missed out by 1 point. Islanders missed out by, I think, 2. Easily the deepest and will continue to be the deepest division in hockey. And, Dino, you were touching on it. They had to do this. You know, Sidney Crosby is, 36, 37 years old. Gino's about the same.
This is
Tanger's about old. Right, like, this is the last push. You give up a lot. You know, player-wise, it really wasn't. It was like, in my opinion, it was like the equivalent of, like, just adding on a bunch of players in NHL and then getting a stud back out of it. Like, it was a trade that I didn't think would happen, and I'm honestly shocked what they gave up for getting Karlsson.
I want to take a moment to just say this on the pod. That way it's here. I'm going to tell everybody right now, a Yankees tease is coming. The New York Yankees. Here comes the hot streak. They just got out of playing Houston, split the series, didn't look too bad, playing the White Sox. I'm telling you right now, there is a tease coming where this Yankees team is going to get so hot and go on a streak, go on a run. They're going to blow past the wild card, and it's almost going to look like they're going to make the playoffs, and a division run is in the push. And guess what? Right when everybody's ready to buy back in, they're just going to rip your heart out just like every single damn year, and the pain, misery, and suffering will never end.
Oof.
Just wanted to take a minute to say that. Freddie Freeman, though. Absolutely unreal.
Whoa. You don't just say shit and expect to get away with it.
You don't agree with me?
No, I'm going to be honest with you. If I didn't know you, I would think you were on drugs. But I know you.
And you know I'm not on drugs.
And I know you're, yeah, that's one. You're not on drugs. But two is like, you are like, deep down, you want them to go on that run. I know
obviously, because it excites me. And, you know, one of the things I almost things that I look forward to every year is going on this podcast and ranting my heart out about why the Yankees suck, why Cashman should be gone, Boone sucks, Hal needs to sell the team. It's just an annual thing almost. It's kind of like a Yankees aesthetic. We keep it real.
Can you be honest with me? If the Yankees make the playoffs, are you going to get the changes that you want?
No. Even if they didn't, I don't think there's going to be changes. Come on.
If they don't make the playoffs, there's a greater chance that they make changes than if they make the playoffs. I don't think
Cashman goes either way.
I don't give a shit if he goes.
I do.
I just want changes. I don't care what they are.
Well, that's the one change that needs to happen.
I'm not talking staff. I'm not talking player personnel. I'm talking about complete changes, overhaul.
I think the whole front office needs to go, the whole analytic department too, but that's just me. Freddie Freeman, though, having an absolutely unreal season. This season, he's putting together the best season of his career at age 33. Guy's batting .444 since the All-Star break. His 2023 numbers are a .340 batting average, 23 home runs, 80 RBIs, with a 1,012 OPS and a 169 OPS plus. MVP? I know a lot of people were talking about Acuna walking away with this, but dude, I don't know. Their numbers look very, very similar, but dude, with the thing that Freeman's putting together, makes you question it a little bit. Freeman also has a little bit of an edge in a lot of these numbers. He's leading. He has a better batting average. He has more RBIs. He has a better OPS, and he has a better OPS plus. Only thing that Acuna really has is he has like 2 more homers than him right now, and he has all those stolen bases, which everybody is kind of going crazy about right now. He is 53, by the way.
Yeah, so
awesome.
Which is unbelievable, because I'm pretty sure a while ago we were talking about someone joining the 40-40 club.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I said I would never see it again in my lifetime. And I think he's giving me reason to kind of go back on it. Now, that's an adjustment based on the rules that were made to baseball, to kind of speed things up. So I do think it's possible. But I do think it's Acuna's to lose at this point. I'm not saying Freddie's not having an MVP season. He definitely is.
I agree.
But I think it's Acuna's to lose.
Agree 100%. And I think Acuna would really have to tank like the last month of the year and like it be severe, and Freddie keeps it up. He keeps hitting 400 post All-Star break.
Yeah, dude, Freddie Freeman, it's absolutely unreal. I saw a stat the other day. All of his numbers as a Brave, and then his first year last year with the Dodgers, and then now he has slowly gotten better as he's aged, which is unheard of. The dude's a machine. I don't know what that guy's on, but
I've always liked Freddie.
So have I. Everybody loves Freddie. How could you not love Freddie? You also got to love his son. His son's awesome. Matt Olson, talking about another Brave. Very underrated season. I just wanted to touch on this because I don't think he gets enough love. 39 home runs this season, 1 shy of Ohtani. He has 40. I feel like he's living in the shadow of Acuna. We were just talking about him. They're both on the same team. So I think everybody's praising Acuna for the fantastic season that he's having, that everybody's overlooking Matt Olson. He's having an MVP season for himself. Obviously nowhere near of what Acuna and what Freddie Freeman are having, but we got to show some Matt Olson some love.
Love it. Having an absolute monster year, and to boot, Jedi 99 RBIs at this point too. So like the Braves have 5 on the Pirates right now, so maybe he's got over 100 right now. But one of the other things I love about Olson too is when he hits the ball, it just jumps off the bat. He hits absolute mammos. I think he hit a 440 some foot bomb in Wrigley the other day. It's just unbelievable how far the ball goes.
I just don't think he gets enough love because he replaced Freeman.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. And like a direct replacement too, right?
Yeah, like if Freeman wasn't there, you'd be talking about Olson being one of the best first basemen of all time. But because it was like you replaced Freddie, they expected him to have a good year.
Yeah.
But he's putting up some monster numbers. Who also has a sweet swing.
He does.
He does. Go check that out if you're into sweet swings. We ranked sweet swings this past week. That's going to be all for us here. If you ever need to keep up to date with your sports news, then Hot Shots Podcast is the place for you. So subscribe and follow to all of our channels at Hot Shots Podcast on all platforms. Other than that, we will see you next time.